leadership, the team, but then that's how they pronounce it. Just experience. And then our team from Joadah Design Institute, we warmly welcome you to the home of designs. We do designs. And if there was a beauty pageant for designs, Joadah Design Institute will win. Because we do beautiful designs here. A couple of months back, your management requested us to, during your boot camp, take you through on entrepreneurship. Because a beautiful lady must make her own money, isn't it?
Yes.
Doesn't it sound nice?
It sounds perfect.
For a beautiful lady to make her own money. So we're going to be talking about that. How Miss Tourism contestants can actually use their platform to start their own businesses, to create change in the areas where they are. So we'll be talking about how the Miss Tourism contestants can actually start their own businesses and make money out of that. So the topic we chose was harnessing entrepreneurship, empowering Miss Tourism Uganda. Now, after this presentation, we'll also bring on our side designers who have been here. They'll be showing you beautiful designs they've done. Each one of them has a company. And I believe most of them are also in the same age group like you guys. But before that, we're going to go through that. And the Joadah Design Institute, what we do is we have identified that people have natural talents in designs. So we give them platform to be able to learn the architectural designs, interior designs, landscape designs, graphics designs, through your natural talent. So we have some people here who joined us when they were in the senior 4. Some joined us here after they finished economics at university. Some joined us here after they finished mass communication. So we pick them based on their natural talent of designs. So that is the kind of school we are. Instead of doing the traditional, you go to senior 4, senior 6, then you do PCM, then you go to do architecture. That one, we don't do like that. We pick from your natural talent. So after my presentation, you will be able to hear from the students what they have been able to do while they're here. And the course is only for 6 months. And within 6 months, you become a designer. You'll be able to see what they will do. So first, I start by welcoming you to Joadah Design Institute. And I'll talk about the importance of entrepreneurship in today's society. And the objective is to equip you with tools to leverage your platform for entrepreneurial success. And I said, you have a very powerful platform Miss Tourism has created for you guys. Now, when you go to your town, everyone knows you. In your region, everyone knows you, isn't it? Now, in the country, everyone knows you. Miss Tourism has given you that platform as a gateway to national and the global recognition. Hello. And then it has also given you a social capital. Your network and influence as valuable assets. Now, the platform Miss Tourism has created you, the social capital it has created you, no one else can do that for you. Do you know you can just go to any mayor's office now? And you say what? The Miss Tourism of Karamoja wants to see the mayor. Will he say no?
No.
Do you know you can go to State House now and say Miss Tourism wants to see the president? Do you know they will give you a chance? Now when they called me, They told me Miss Tourism will want to come and visit us here. I did a census here. I did a voting. I told the students, can they come? The men said, what kind of question is that? I didn't ask a question again. I just called them, I said, you know what, let them come. Now, it is a powerful platform. But you'll find during the history of this Miss Tourism, some disappear. Immediately after the pageant. And yet you have a very huge platform which has been created. Some disappear, you don't even know where they are. Some use it to the maximum. Last week we had one of the former finalists for Miss Burundi. She visited us here. She's using her platform she has started a beauty product. A beauty product. Now, her beauty product is now one of the biggest in Burundi. She's using that. Last year, we got the former Miss Rwanda here. She came and presented here. Jolie, I don't know whether you guys know Jolie. Jolie Mutesi. Jolie is doing huge real estate in Rwanda. And her title is just simple. I am former Miss Rwanda. Doors open. You get it? So that is the power of the platform Miss Tourism has created for you. You can choose to use it, or you can choose not to use it. But it's a very powerful platform. It's a social capital you cannot buy with money. It's already created. So how do you leverage this platform to open doors and create opportunities? So what is entrepreneurship? It's the process of designing, launching, and running a new business. That is entrepreneurship. And its traits for entrepreneurs, one is innovation, resilience, and adaptability. You have to be innovative. Some of you may want to go in designs. What kind of designs are you doing? Everyone is doing designs. Fashion, everyone is doing. But what kind of design are you doing? What are your fashions you're coming up with? Is it innovative? And then any entrepreneur is very resilient. It comes with a lot of challenges, by the way. It's not a simple thing. But the ones who remain are the ones who are resilient. Even if they go through tough times, they remain there because they have a vision, they have a passion they are pursuing for. So as the beauty queens, you will need to be innovative in which business you want to go into. You need to be resilient, and you need to be adaptable. Adaptability is very, very key. Adaptable because the business world changes every time. Every day something new is coming up. You need to be able to adapt to it. Then why entrepreneurship matters? Personal freedom, impact, and financial independence. Personal freedom. Now, like for me here, I can wake up at 10 during the day. No one is going to ask me, isn't it? But if he arrives here by 8:30, I've already given him a call. Where are you? So there's that personal freedom you get. Then the impact you create. How many people are you giving employment to? How many people are benefiting from the staff you employ? The impact you're creating. And then the financial independence. For sure, as I said earlier on, a beauty queen must make her own money. You know, when you have your own money, the respect doubles. You get? The respect doubles. But it is very, very unfortunate that you find after finishing the pageant, the person has won. Then she's everywhere in inboxes asking for money, borrowing money. You want this money, you want that money. So you need to start your own business. With that platform, you've already created. So you need to identify your passion and your strengths. What are your interests? What are your skills? What are the areas you want to interest yourself into? Those are some of the areas we're looking at. Then aligning your passion with the market needs. What's your niche? Where is the area you're very good at? and where is the market needs in these areas? How can I be able to align my passion with what the market needs? You get? What are you good at as an individual? What can you be able to do as an individual? What can you be able to bring in which the market actually needs? So you need to put that into consideration. Some examples of successful ventures by beauty queens, and for now I would say beauty queens. I've given examples before. We had here Miss Rwanda. We had one of the finalists for Miss Burundi. They are all doing amazing businesses. Can you give some examples of former Miss Tourism who are doing some business? You know of any? Around the jacket. Oh, the CEO lady. Oh, amazing. She was in Miss Tourism. Huh? And oh, that's amazing. Another one?
Miss Karen Nyangana.
Miss Karen Nyangana. What is she doing?
Bead making, fashion and design.
Wow. And she got a platform from where?
Miss Tourism.
And I'm sure even up to now, she can still describe herself as former, isn't it? Because she's still using that platform. Another example? Yes.
Miss Jean Corporation.
Who?
Miss Jean.
Jean. What is she doing?
Digital marketing.
Digital marketing. So you can give on and on and on. There's so many examples of beauty queens who are doing successful ventures. And that means you too can also be able to do the same. You can be able to have that platform and do a lot of business, building your brand. First of all, it is very easy for you to actually now build your personal brand. You get, look at all the ladies in the Karamoja. Very many, but only 3 of you have come, isn't it? Isn't that already a brand? Now everyone in Karamoja knows our 3 ladies who have come in. And the Karamoja people are very passionate. There was one time they voted. Oh my goodness. We were voting also for West Nile that time. We will put money the whole night. Where is it?
The West Nile.
We wake up in the morning, Karamoja, I don't know. I think their cows were even voting. Because that difference was too much. You'll wake up, they'll pass you by like 5,000 votes. So that is the personal brand you've created. Now, with what you have already created, with the platform you have already created, you can actually build a beautiful brand of yourself. Because one, the truth is, people respect you. Already in your position, people respect you. Now, can you use that to continuously build your brand? Now, the public respects you, and unfortunately, there's certain things they don't expect you to be doing. Because they hold you here, in big what? In big regards. So as a result, when you do certain things which affect your personal brand, then they'll say, but is this the lady we were expecting? They will start taking, actually, they will take you in a very, very bad way if the brand is not as they had expected. So you need to build that personal brand. How can you build your personal brand? You can build a personal brand through many ways. You can build it, first of all, yourself. Yourself, working on yourself. When you pass, people know Miss Tourism has passed. You get, that is one of your personal brands. And then even your character, your behavior. How are you going to, when you move around, what do people say about you? That is part of your personal brand. And even your fashion, the fashion you have. How is it? That's your personal brand. Now you are able to build things which will create an impression about you, which will create a view about you. Then consistent messaging across all platforms. What kind of messaging are you sending out there? What do you want the young ladies in your region to remember you for? So you need to build your brand along that line. Then also professionalism online, social media, website, networking. You know, you are not now the lady you were some 3 or 4 months ago. You see, 3 or 4 months ago, you could do anything. For Twitter, you could post anything. Nobody matters. But now, it has changed. That level has totally changed. So people expect you to take a huge importance on what you post online, what you say online. Can you use your online presence to do advocacy? Can you do your online presence to market your product, to market your business? Now, those are the things people want as you're building your brand. Networking and partnership. Leverage your title for strategic networking. Whom do you network with? They always say, your network is your... Now, I want us to do a quick assignment right now. Just in your mind, you count your first 9 friends. Close friends, 9 of them, count them. Now, if those 9 friends of yours are broke, then very soon you'll be the 10th. Huh? So when you get out of here, start doing some reshuffle. So out of the 9, you remove some 5. You add some. You understand? So you have to leverage your title for strategic networking. What kind of networks are you putting in your system? Who is in your network? If something happens to you and you need help, can you call one of your network and within a short time you are out of that problem? Out of your 9 friends, if you call them, will you be out of that problem? Now, I'm sure right now you guys are now doing voting. Huh? Today I checked the votes. Now, if you call your 10 friends, can each one come out with 1 million each? And that's already 9 million, isn't it? From your 9 friends. How many votes are those? Thousands, isn't it? So, strategic networking. You need to build strategic networking. I like building strategic networking. And for me, I build it across Africa. One day I just wake up here, I say I'm going somewhere. And I will go to this country where I don't know anyone, not a single person. But I'll come out there with a friend. One of such a country was, I think, in 2021. I decided to go to Liberia. I didn't know a single person in Liberia. But I said, I'm going. I went there, I came back with the vice president. She came and opened this building here. Okay? And I didn't know anyone there. Networking. And we call it what? Strategic networking. And they're saying, leverage your title. Now me, I didn't go with any title. I just went. But for you, you have what? A title. You can go to any office now, and the doors will open for you. You have a what? A title. You see that thing of... Did they tell you it is authority? Did they tell you it's a master key? Yes. It's a master key. So wherever you go with it. And you will be able to use your title to create that strategic network. Then building meaningful relationships with potential mentors, investors, and partners. Again, leveraging your title, you build meaningful relationships. What kind of relationships do you have? Is your relationship the one where you go and you're talking about everyone else except yourself? You know that group? So and so. 2 hours so and so, so and so, so and so. And then you leave that place without anything. That one is not the kind beauty queens need to have. You need to have meaningful relationships. And still leveraging on your title. Attending industry events and utilizing social media for outreach. Attending industry events, always make sure you are there. Show up. Show up. In Lubara, we have a saying. Bakampalarani, Bachokoko. Can you translate for me?
Thank you so much. It means for someone in Kampala, they do not buy a word. A word. It's like when the man is not around, it's not right that they get him a woman.
Exactly. So those days, we used to have our Lubaras who come to work in Kampala. They say, he's not there. So they can't marry for him a wife in Arua there. So he's not there. So that means you have to show up. Whenever you hear an event, you be there. Make sure you're invited. You be part of that event. Now, in the process of showing up, a lot of opportunities actually come up for you there. You're able to meet a lot of people. You're able to meet partners. You're able to meet mentors. You're able to meet investors. And you have your business idea. Funding, basics of financial literacy. You need to understand about finances, budgeting, saving, and investing. Budgeting, saving, and investing. So many times people are looking about, but I have my idea, but I have no capital. I have my idea, but I don't know how to invest. There are many opportunities through which you can actually be able to invest, but you need to understand the basics of financial literacy. Now, where can the queens actually do the investments? Where can they do the investments? Then awareness of funding opportunities, options, grants, investors, and crowdfunding. Now, the crowdfunding, I'll have a different name for it. I'll call it stone soup. Now, stone soup is a perfect way the beauty queens, you guys are 29, isn't it? The beauty queens can actually be able to crowdsource and do investment. Now, somebody will ask, what is stone soup? Stone soup is actually a story we generated, a model we generated out of a story. One day, a gentleman woke up, decided to travel a long distance. So he told his wife he's moving to this distance, and he moved. But he walked the whole day, he got tired. So when he reached the trading center, he said, I think I'm gonna rest here, and I'll continue my journey the next day. So he walked. He said, okay, let me rest in this trading center. Then they asked him, he asked the people in the trading center, can I have a room to sleep here? They told him, yeah, we can give you a room to sleep. So when he entered the room, he came out, he said, do you have some food for me to eat? They told him, no, actually all of us are sleeping hungry. We don't have enough food to eat, so we're sleeping hungry. So he told them, but I can make for you guys and all of us stone soup. They said, stone soup? What is that? He said, yes, it is soup out of stone. Yes. So they're all surprised. So he said, okay, can somebody bring fire here? So they started bringing firewood. One guy brought 2 pieces, another brought 3, another brought 4, another brought 5. And another woman had a matchbox, and that was the only thing she had. So they lit the fire. As the fire was starting, he said, can you bring a huge saucepan? Some man, the only thing he had that evening was a saucepan. He went and brought it. They put it. He said, can you fill it with water? They started filling 2 liters, 5 liters, 3 liters, whatever they could get at their home. And the water started boiling. When the water boiled, he went and picked a stone from his pocket. Slippery white stone. Showed him the whole training center. And then he threw it in the water. And the thing started boiling. After 5 minutes, he scooped a bit and he tasted. He said, wow, this soup is tasting very delicious. But it reminds me of the soup, which was made and it had some cabbages. Some guy said, oh, I have some small piece of cabbage there. So he ran, got a cabbage. They cut it in. Another said, but I have some carrots. He went and got 2 pieces of carrot. They cut it in. Another one said, I have lettuce, I have green pepper, I have green. So people were bringing the little things they had in their homes. Little. They couldn't make food for themselves, actually. So they kept on adding. Another one said, oh, by the way, I have spices. Another one said, I have salt. Another one said, I have dry fish. Another one said, I have dry meat. So as they were adding, the aroma started now coming out. The stone soup is cooking. And they were adding. Then the village butcher said, oh, by the way, I have some bread there. I mean, village baker. Oh, I have some bread there. Let me go and bring it. He brought bread. And the soup was cooked. The soup was delicious. Everyone in the village ate that soup. They had never tasted soup like that. Then the mayor of the town came. He said, old man, can I pay you some money and I take this stone? The mayor refused. So in the morning, when the old man was leaving, they started calling him. The children started praising him, singing for him. Old man, stone soup, old man, stone soup. So he asked the children, he said, who made the stone soup? They said, all of us made the stone soup. Not me, it's all of us who made the stone soup. Now with that story, can the Miss Tourism pageants, contestants of 2024 come together and do a stone soup? You know how powerful that can actually be? Can you guys come together and create something and say, why don't we put some monies together and we do a business? You get? And then they can all decide to say, okay, as the pageants, we want some land in Hoima. Mayor of Hoima, can you give us, it's not now you, us, land, we want to do some project here. Because you have gone as a group, you have a voice. You get? Or you can decide to say, okay, we're going to be starting this project, but this project needs 10 million. Why don't we put the money together in small bits? You go to your mother, you ask him for 500,000. You go to your father, another 500. You go to this one. Before you know it, you have actually brought all together that 10 million using the stone soup model. Earlier on, we had talked about, okay, before that, you can even decide to say, why don't we buy land? We need to have our names on a land title. We should not just have our names on TikTok alone. You know, some people, their name is only on TikTok. Huh? You need to have your name on land title. But you guys can decide to come together and say, why don't we create a small town of Queens? And then you move a little bit out past Gayaza, where land is actually cheaper. And say, since we're 29, okay, those are 30, why don't we buy, let's say, 4 acres? Now, because you have gone a little bit out of town, the land is cheaper. Before you know, each one of these is contributing like 1 or 2 million each. And then you create your own beauty city. Now, the moment they hear that the beauty queens have created their own city there, the value of the land there will more than triple. It goes up. Now you can decide to say, okay, why don't we sell it? You have already made 3 or 4 times the money you're making. And that is also stone soup. And then you can also decide to, another point is about marketing and promotion. We talked about utilizing social media to reach a wider audience. You already have a platform. People can now hear from you. So your product you've created, you can actually be able to market it out there, reach people. And some of the best way of marketing is through storytelling. Sharing your journey and your mission. What was your journey about? How did you come up to this level as Miss Tourism presenting your region? What were the challenges you actually went through? You can be able to tell people that story and then connect it to your mission, to your business. The lady of Burundi told us a very powerful story here. After that story, I think everyone wanted to identify with her, isn't it? She started very badly. At the age of 12, she was going to work in a bar to pay her school fees. So she had a very powerful story. Now, the moment you're able to tell a powerful story and tell your journey, everyone wants to identify with you. Then collaborations, cross-promotions with brands and influencers. Brands are slowly picking up, although they haven't picked up very much. Why don't I become your brand ambassador? They're picking slowly, but with time, they will pick more. And then challenges, there are common challenges entrepreneurs face: capital, competition, markets. But you need to develop resilience, learning from failures, and remaining adaptable. And then also there is importance of continuous learning and personal growth. You need to learn from people. You need to get for yourself a mentor and say, I want to learn from this mentor. For example, the former Miss Tourism who are doing something. You identify with them, learn from them how were they able to do what they're doing. That way you will find you will have continuous development, continuous learning. Or identify somebody you can learn from and you're able to ask them questions, they mentor you, and before you know, you're actually growing personally and your business also grows as you're growing. You need to have an action plan, and the potential for entrepreneurship as Miss Tourism is very, very huge. Like I said earlier on, you need to use that platform very, very properly. And the beauty with it is, it actually does not expire. You are remaining Miss Tourism 2024, you will always be. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you will still be. Will there somebody who will come and replace you? No. So you can use that platform. And the better you use it, the better it will be for yourself. And before you know it, you are in another level, developing. You encourage proactive steps towards turning your vision. So you need to be very, very proactive in turning that vision. And like I said at the beginning, a beauty queen must make her own money, must do her own business, must make her own money. It does not look good for the beauty queen to go and beg. A queen is a queen, isn't it? You rather beg for doing business, but not for going and buying shop, not for buying perfume, not for buying clothes. You need to have your own businesses, and I really want to encourage you, and I really want to believe that you have a very powerful platform which you can leverage to do great things. And the time to use it is now, when it is still very hot. 1 year after this, a new one will come. Now everyone will turn their attention to that new one. You start saying, I'm the former, I'm the former. So that means your next 1 year, you must do something for yourself. Then when you do that something for yourself, you can now use it to continuously refer yourself as the former Miss Tourism. That way, we will come back again here after 5 years. You guys will come and give your testimony that, oh, actually, we're able to do a lot of things. We have decided to give you these books as a complimentary. It's a gift from us. Please take time and read. I know the Gen Z don't like reading, but inside this book, in another page inside there, I've put some capital there. So when you read it, you'll find that capital. So make sure you read it, and then that capital will come to you. So with that, I want to wish all of you the best and success. If it was us, we would say all of you pass number 1. But you're already winners. Even if there is finally one other person, all of you are winners. Because you are 29 out of over 20-something million Ugandan female who have come to represent us. So we wish all of you the best. And I will maybe give some 2, 3, 4 questions. And then after the questions, we will now invite our team to come and present to you. I hope it's only ladies who are presenting, because it's time for ladies today. So I don't want anyone to present. So